All right, let's dive right into one of nature's most wonderfully weird creations. Today, we're getting to know a true master of survival.
So, let me start with a little riddle for you. Go ahead and picture that in your head. What kind of animal comes to mind? It sounds like something made up, right? Something straight out of a storybook.
Well, if you were thinking aardvark, you nailed it. This is the star of our explainer today, an animal that absolutely marches to the beat of its own drum.
Now here is where it gets really weird. Even though it looks like this incredible mashup of other animals, it's not actually related to pigs or rabbits or kangaroos. Not at all. Its family tree has this massive surprise waiting for us.
Okay, get ready for this. Genetically, the aardvark's closest living relative is the elephant. I know, right? It is a total evolutionary plot twist. All those things it looks like, that's just nature borrowing a few good ideas. But its actual heritage? That lies with the largest land animal on the planet.
So where does this one-of-a-kind creature call home? Well, you'll find the aardvark all across the dry grasslands and savannas of Africa. It's perfectly built for that environment.
And that brings us to the aardvark's incredible superpower. You see, it's not just a digger. It's honestly one of the best diggers on Earth. And for the aardvark, this isn't some casual hobby. It's the absolute key to staying alive.
Just look at this number, 15 seconds. That is all the time it takes for an aardvark to dig a hole 2 feet deep. Can you even wrap your head around that? It's like a biological jackhammer with claws.
So why the crazy speed? Well, it's not for show. This incredible skill serves 3 absolutely critical purposes. It's how it finds its food, it's how it builds its home of massive burrows, and maybe most importantly, it's a lightning-fast escape hatch from predators like lions and hyenas.
Its escape plan is so simple, but it's pure genius. First, its incredible hearing picks up a threat. Then boom, a frantic burst of digging creates an instant hideout. And for the final move, as it disappears, it kicks a ton of dirt backward to plug the entrance, leaving the predator totally confused and empty-handed.
But digging isn't its only specialized tool. See, the aardvark operates in a world that most of us can't even imagine, mainly because it has to get around with one of its key senses being, well, pretty limited.
So here's the deal. Aardvarks are not only colorblind, but their vision is just plain awful. So think about that. How does an animal that's active at night find its way, find food, and avoid getting eaten when it can barely see?
Well, it makes up for it with a super-powered sensory toolkit. Those huge rabbit-like ears, they aren't just for looks. They can swivel independently to pinpoint the faintest sound of a leopard from way off. And that long snout is constantly sniffing the ground, like a high-tech scanner searching for its next meal.
And what is it sniffing for, you ask? Well, that brings us to its really important job in the ecosystem. You could call the aardvark nature's very own pest control expert.
And I'm not talking about a small snack here. In a single night, one single aardvark can eat tens of thousands of ants and termites. It's just a staggering amount of food.
And of course, it has the perfect tools for the job. Remember those powerful claws for digging? Turns out they're also perfect for ripping into termite mounds that are basically as hard as concrete. The snout finds the insects, and then it deploys the final piece of equipment. A sticky, muscular tongue that can be as long as a ruler, just darting in and out, licking up thousands of bugs in moments.
So, when you put all these pieces together, the strange looks, the surprising family tree, the super digging, the amazing senses, you really do get an animal that is truly one of a kind.
The bottom line is, nothing about the aardvark is an accident. Every single weird feature, from its pig nose to its powerful claws, is a perfect adaptation that has let it thrive in Africa for millions of years. It's a masterclass in survival.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thought, doesn't it? When you look at how perfectly this animal is built for its specific challenges, finding tiny insects and escaping huge predators, you just have to ask yourself, if your job was to build the ultimate survivor for this environment, could you really design anything better than the aardvark?